Well, welcome back, everyone. It was an incredible week in markets this week with the FOMC and lots of tech news. Let's get right into it. Crypto this week did not really buy the Fed move. It stayed below a major downtrend channel top. However, when the Fed gave us their divided Fed rate cut without real certainty about the next cut, the market voted on the euro breaking out and the dollar coming down. That did lead to some positivity in precious metals. Indeed, seeing new highs on silver, which backed off on Friday, and we saw higher highs for the week, challenging the prior all-time highs for gold as well. Now, this did also come with the primary market, the S&P 500, the E-minis, trying to come back up towards the late October highs. Let's get zoomed in on the hard right edge over here and take a look at the pattern. It's what we would call a bullhorn pattern, where you've got higher highs intraweek and lower lows intraweek. Now, of course, a big bearish engulfing candle that has effectively erased all of the gains going all the way back to effectively the 27th of November took place in one day today. Now, when we had the Fed, the after hours from the Fed did see a dip that night, but we reversed back up. So Thursday did end up being positive. Friday, however, started off on the back foot with Broadcom's earnings, and then bad news coming on the Oracle AI front, OpenAI front, and down the market came. Is the market set up to continue weakening from here? Well, we've got this interesting dichotomy here where support can come into play from a weaker dollar as the euro is broken out, but it did get very far, very fast. So a cooling off is really well in line with the sell-off that we said today, that we saw today on Friday. When we take a look at the S&P E-minis and go zoom back in on the action over here, the key decision lines that we set up for members in the active trader room during the week worked very, very well. In fact, on Tuesday morning, we identified, well, Tuesday afternoon when I did this snap, we identified in front of wealth charters and active trader room members at becomeabettertrader.com, and for those that were listening in on wealth charts, two scenarios. Scenario A, if we come up above 68.81 with a rising euro, rising precious metals, we're likely going to see an attempt to get up towards 69.50 or higher. However, if we're in between 68.81 and 68.27, where X marks the spot, we have to do some hard work to figure out which way things are likely going to go, more likely down. Breaking 68.27 opens the door for a potential slip. Now, are we still in the move that can take us down towards the 6,700 area? Let's go take a look at the technical picture right now using the MSR channel on a multi-time frame basis, the speed lines, and the triple S indicator. We see on a daily chart a bearish cross about to happen on the speed lines. The fact that the primary market has come into the upper half of the rising MSR channel, but we do have a confirmed daily sell signal on the triple S indicator. We've also got a confirmed 4-hour sell signal. And of course, the 1 hour and under is more about the day and minutes and hours. So when we take a look at the two left charts, they do portend a continuation down, but it's really all about the NASDAQ. So let's go and take a quick look at the NASDAQ. Do we have those signals in tandem, in unison with the NASDAQ as well? And the answer is yes. The daily candle for the NASDAQ has seen price action come down further into the MSR channel, down towards the bottom of its MSR channel. And we've got a triple S sell signal with some impulse to sell, with room for a continued down. It doesn't have to be a straight line down. A bullhorn pattern like this can be very volatile, but we do have enough in terms of sell signals in play to suggest downside risks are a little greater in the days ahead. And where could the market be going? Down towards that 6,700 area, potentially. The daily chart, the 4-hour chart remain with confirmed sell signals. And in fact, on the 4-hour chart, the Champion Trend Pack Toolkit has also gone into a full sell signal state. We had Champion Trend back over here on the 6 a.m. Eastern Time hourly bar on December the 11th. Champion Cross engaged right there on Friday, the 2 a.m. Eastern Time 4-hour bar. So did Triple S. And down the hatch, it's gone. Speed lines, well, we're below them. Fast speed lines below the slow, and we're below the MSR channel. This bodes for more negative action. Now, this week, in terms of results and trading, I'm going to share with you what we were able to get done today. So I'll pause pop open my broker portfolio for my Apex accounts. And during Friday's trade, I was able to gain about 3,800 in one account, about 1,200, just under 1,200 in another, and about 1,000, just under 1,000 in another account, for a total just underneath $6,000 across those 3 accounts. Now, we had some great trading earlier in the week as well. On Wednesday, I did a preparatory session for members of the Active Trader Room, where we did an FOMC strategy session. I took folks through a very detailed summary of what's likely to happen, and of course, all of the trade ideas associated with the market moves into the Fed and through the Fed, giving very clear insight on where potential entry areas are, where the targets are, where the downside risks are for both the risk on and, of course, the risk off outcome that I was speaking about earlier in this video. So we did a great job as a team overall identifying key securities that can move higher and key securities that can move lower depending upon the risk on, risk off outcome. And then I traded right through the FOMC with members in the Active Trader Room during a very special session on Wednesday afternoon that was recorded, making several $1,000s and multiple successful trades right through the session, and sharing all of that insight with members of the Active Trader Room live on screen, start to finish trades. So it was an incredible week overall. We followed that up on Thursday with some great trading, and of course you just saw the results of Friday's trading. The Active Trader Room is in an upswing with lots of great momentum, lots of fresh faces joining us. This market is an exciting market into the end of the year, and one where having great insight, a great team around you, and having great tools like those available on Wealth Charts can make all the difference in one's success. Wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching and taking the time to listen in over here. I look forward to sharing more insights with you in the next upcoming video. Have a wonderful rest of your day.